Go live.
Buy one, get one free. Pretty sweet.
There it is.
Okay. Salutations, crustaceans. How we doing?
It's frozen.
Is it?
What?
No, it's just delayed.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, that's weird.
We are at NAMM. This is our hotel room. This is not NAMM because NAMM is loud. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we are here to talk about our experience at NAMM today. We got our friend Hollywood Dale, Transcription Tuesday Master. We got Bully ThaKidd, Alan Brown. And then we have one of our behind-the-scenes man, guys, dudes, Chris Volpini over here. We're here for the low end. Can you guys hear me okay? Is everything good? We all good?
It's weird, dude. That's way too much time. Oh, God. That's
Now
like
you're
10
away from your head. Yeah, so how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. So, Summer NAMM is interesting. I mean, this is my first NAMM show. This is all of our first NAMM shows except for Chris, NAMM show veteran over here. And we had no idea what to expect, given that we were inside our houses for a year and a half and nothing was happening. So, was this going to be booming? Was this going to be a bust? A little bit of both. We saw some stuff, met some people, and we're going to talk all about that.
Oh,
so
things happen.
Things happened.
Things happen.
Oh boy. So first and foremost, NAMM 2021 Summer NAMM is, I guess, the Summer NAMM is usually the less popular one. Not a great base turnout there, but we did see some cool stuff. First thing we saw, is it too early to talk about the Lakelands? What do you think?
It is. It is.
It's too early.
It's too early.
Oh yeah,
Let's go to the Yamaha booth,
Yamaha booth.
right?
So
the
no, they still have,
May as well talk about it now.
oh wait, no, I'm not sharing that screen.
Okay, alright.
Okay, we're good.
this is the one you should have up. That's the one you need to have up, so you can see stuff in real time. But also, you won't be able to see what people are saying. So
True.
I guess can't you have it? Boom, boom. Maybe.
Maybe.
Because we're not using the visual, so just take the talking, put it on the left, and take the other stuff, put it on the right. In theory, I'm not a computer whiz. I just
Somebody remoted into that machine. But anyways, I don't know. Where should we begin? So, what are you guys' impressions of this year at NAMM? What were some of the things that you saw? I think you had a pretty cool highlight early on.
Yes, yeah, man. So as soon as I was logging in to, so I was checking in to go and get my badge and all that good stuff. I'm there telling my name to the lady, and a person that's extremely familiar just kind of walks up and is like, "Hey, how you doing? Victor Wooten. I don't know if do y'all have my?
It's still going, I think.
Yeah. So I look over to the side, and Victor Wooten in a beanie cap and dreads, this tall, is right there, and I was like, my name is Bully ThaKidd. To which the lady was like, "Excuse me, Alan,
Alan ThaKidd.
you're Victor Wooten." He's like, yeah. Now that that's established, my name is Alan Brown. It might be under Bully ThaKidd as well. Found you, and then he was like, Victor Wooten. Yes, signed his papers. He had 2 handlers, and I was like, "Hey, Mr. Wooten, king of your baseness. I just wanna, if you could, can I get a snapshot of memorandum thing?" He was like, yeah. He came up. I was like, "All right." Then he walked away, and I'm sitting there literally shaking because I had a pen in my hand, and I looked at my hand, and and my hand was shaking. That's a weird feeling for me to be this big and also be terrified. What if he hears me play bass? I don't want to play bass. Victor Wooten's here. But what if he likes me and then I play bass? Then Victor Wooten likes me playing bass. Do I want to roll the dice? I don't want to roll the dice. That's, I can't depend on that. I'm starting to sweat thinking about it. So yeah, that was the highlight for me.
Pretty cool start.
There. Yeah, and that was when I walked in.
Yeah.
That's when I walked in late.
Yeah.
So
Pretty good start to the show, meeting Victor Wooten.
Yeah.
it's not bad.
Kind of hard to beat.
Yeah.
This is my first time, and this is how you make an impression.
Yeah.
We'll see who comes tomorrow.
So we got a question in the chat here. What is NAMM? So for those of you who don't know, NAMM is the National Association of Music Merchants, and it is a show, private show, essentially highlighting all the new gear coming for the next season or so. Yeah, do you want to elaborate more on NAMM?
It's essentially it's a trade show, and all the companies bring their new products to be. They bring prototypes. They bring stuff that's going to be released. Usually around the fall is when the stuff you see at NAMM starts hitting the stores. That's pretty much all it is. It's you have to be in the industry to get in, or invited by somebody in the industry, and it's a lot of jamming, a lot of
Networking.
networking, big networking.
A lot of putting eyes on what's coming to know what you need or what you need to work on for the next show.
Yep.
So it's basically a big science fair, except everything is a music instrument,
Yeah.
right?
All sorts of stuff. I mean, not just instruments, too. We had amp and speaker manufacturers. We had software manufacturers, and even drum kit and e-drum. Yes, and UPS.
And UPS, yeah, UPS was there because you got to ship stuff out. Why not?
Yeah.
It makes sense. You know what I'm
It
saying?
took me a second to figure out why they were there, but yeah.
For the
Yeah.
boxes.
They were there. Awesome. Also, yes, those are expensive. Didn't know that. So it's time. What bass stuck out to you in the NAMM show on Thursday? Because this is day one.
That is a great question. I'm going to go ahead and share a picture of that with you guys right now. Where's it? Oop, not that.
That's the one.
Oh, that's the one.
Wrong one. Right here. So what we have is a Lakeland Skyline 5502. Now this has some interesting features that you normally didn't see on the Lakeland Skylines, and that is a roasted maple neck, which felt super
Smooth.
real good.
Oh,
Butter.
honey.
Honey, sorry. Yeah.
So it had a roasted maple neck and a matte finish for that cherry burst. So that was a really, really nice feeling bass.
Yeah.
And we're going to get one. We're getting one, don't you worry. Once these things drop, we will definitely be snagging one of these.
All right. So while they're looking at it, can you say what the controls are? Because some people
Yeah.
don't know what the heck, what it is. So I learned on the fly, and we're probably going to be doing recaps and like edited videos to say all this stuff while we play the basses or whatever. But what are these controls?
Yeah, so the Lakeland Skyline has some interesting controls. It's a somewhat typical 5-knob active setup. You have a master volume, a blend control to go between your neck pickup and your bridge pickup, and then you have a 3-band equalizer. The little 3-way switch here is for this Music Man style pickup. The front position gets you the front set of magnets. The middle position gives you the full Stingray mode. And the rear position gives you a jazz bass. Oh, sorry, that's my Discord. Sorry. Don't look at that.
Did you say that front and back were 60s and 70s?
Yeah, that's so. If you isolate the front coil on the Music Man pickup, that's a 60s space jazz. If you isolate the rear coil on the Music Man pickup, that is a 70s space jazz bass.
For those that don't know, you subscribe, so you might know, but just in case you don't, for later people. What's the difference between 60s and 70s spacing?
70 spacing, the bridge pickup is 1/8 inch, something, 1/4 inch,
Mm-hmm.
closer to the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what does that do?
I think that the 70s jazz bass is punchier, a little bit more like of an aggressive sound,
Okay.
whereas the 60s spacing it's a little bit smoother and just more balanced.
Okay. So 60s spacing is pretty much what you see out in the
Typically.
industry normally.
Typically, like the Sires are 70s spacing,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
but most jazz basses you see are the 60s.
Okay. I'm just gonna say this because I didn't see a lot of love going towards it. The gold behind that bass,
Yes.
is also sexy.
I like that.
Whenever
color a
I
lot.
was sitting there checking out everything, I was like, first off, the purple one in the back.
Yeah.
But I'm a 5-string player, so I seen the gold one. I just had my bass come out. It's gold, so I was like, yeah.
So the gold one is a 5514, which is like their lower end US line.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's the only American in that picture.
What's the difference as far as like features and stuff like that?
So the 14s they only come in like I think like 3 colors. That's it. There's just no customized. You don't tell that if you were to get like a 5594, you would tell them what color you want. If you want any kind of weird pickup things, they'll do it. But these are just like mass-produced U.S.
Okay, so these are the standardized issue joint.
Yep.
Okay.
They're a little bit cheaper.
Okay. Yeah, but that roasted though.
Yeah, the roasted neck was really,
That
really
roasted,
nice.
though. I didn't put my hands on the gold one for fear that it's less than the roasted one, and I'm like, it's kind of like that.
I had American Lakelands, and I play Skylines now because I started gigging so much that I was starting to get like paranoid a bit, and I bought a Skyline as a backup bass, and I ended up playing it every show, and now that's how I play with the Skylines.
Okay. And the Skylines are the lower.
It's
The import.
they're overseas made. If it gets stolen, I just get another one.
Don't say stuff.
I'm just saying, like if you have a U.S. one, like the U.S. one I ordered took like 8 months, so like my stuff's insured, I'll get the money, but I'll
That
be
makes
8
you not
months
wanna-
waiting for another one.
That makes me not want to play my stuff out in public. It makes me not want because I'm like, my baby.
Some people suck.
We have a good question in the chat, and he said, "What about the Ibanez EHBs this year?" We did not see Ibanez. Honestly, there was not that much of a bass turnout. We saw Lakeland. We saw some Reverend
Yes.
had a really good turnout.
Reverend had a thing going on. Yeah.
And besides that, we saw like a few little custom basses that were interesting. The Johnson.
Yeah.
And we'll have some. We have some videos of all this that are going to be coming real soon. I'm going to do a whole NAMM compilation of all the footage that we took.
Mm-hmm.
The internet in the hotel is really bad, so I am not going to try and share video right now. We're just going to kind of talk about what we saw and maybe show some pictures and stuff. But in regards to Ibanez wasn't there. Fender wasn't there. Music Man wasn't
All
there.
the real big names that are big in bass, aside from Reverend, they weren't in attendance, and it could be because we're on the tail end of COVID, or it could just be like, hey, we've already taken a hit because nobody's out there gigging live. Can't make money if you're not using the instruments, so let's just save this and wait for the next.
Is the National one just like traditionally a bass heavy NAMM?
No, typically it's just like smaller, but like I was here on the last summer NAMM, and like Music Man was not here, but Fender was here, Ibanez was here. Like they had a much bigger turnout than what we saw today. I think. Do you guys think it's because of all the supply chain issues? Because I think instrument sales are actually way up right now. because of the stimulus checks and people being home.
Yep.
But
prices on lumber.
prices on lumber.
Prices on lumber are extremely high.
Yeah.
Had a house, stuff fell through. I'm in an apartment, so they jacked up the price like $20,000 because they couldn't find lumber to construct the skeleton of the house, and they had to raise the bottom line to make up for the inflation in the market.
Yeah.
So that affects guitar makers because all you working with typically is wood, unless you're like, Modulus or Olympic and you're using carbon fiber, but at some point there's wood involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
So-
from a supply chain perspective, if you're coming out with a new model, I mean, you're producing it well before you're launching it. So
Yeah.
if you have supply chain issues to even,
Do
you
that.
can't produce those new models and show them off because, I mean, hey, they're not even going to be available for.
Well, yeah, that's every company we talk to. It seemed like they're like, yeah, we're having trouble keeping inventory. It's going out the door
Yep.
as soon as it comes in, which is
What's good,
it's a good thing for the industry.
but it's also bad for the company because you can't source your what do you call that? You can't source your
you can't fulfill your orders. You can't fulfill the demand.
yeah. There's a word that I'm thinking about and it's pissing me off. Let's just
What comes to you?
yeah, it's gonna happen later.
Yes.
Y'all gonna be talking about like food or something. I'm gonna be like, this. Bully crazy as shit, bro.
So some other cool stuff that we saw outside of the show, there was a cool little guitar shop that my crew checked out earlier on. We went there today, but they were just about closed.
Yeah.
We're going to go there tomorrow, and we're going to get some really cool footage. They have some really nice old guitars. They have some smaller name brands that you would not expect to see at a shop like this. Some from even like my neck of the woods. You have some bigger brands, and you have some old Fenders that are very expensive, but they let you play them. There's a P bass that was like $10,000 over there.
Can I slap? Are they gonna say anything else?
I think it'll be okay.
I
No,
saw
that's a
something
video.
on the Gibson EB2.
Yeah. Slapping a $10,000 P bass.
It was a '63
Yep.
E bass.
Ooh.
They look nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's that. There's gonna be multiple videos.
Yes.
As Johnny Lee Long calls it, it had war paint. That's what he calls
Shout out Kaka.
Yeah, that's what he calls the.
If you're watching. Shout out Kaka.
Shadakaka, folks.
You don't have an owl.
Yeah, so again, we have a lot of video footage that we're going to be making like a whole video compilation for, and that's probably going to drop
Next
coming.
week.
Yeah, next week.
Next
I'm
week.
gonna
It's gonna happen
yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
You gotta come out here fresh, man. It's gonna happen next week. Yeah.
But today we're just going to talk about the things that we saw. We're going to get some really cool footage of this guitar shop and some of the cool vintage stuff that they have. Bully's going to slap him.
Oh, I'm slapping.
He's gonna.
Oh,
No questions there.
O.J. Simpson. I'm slapping everything. Oh. Edit that out. Can you edit that in post? Edit that in post. Are we live?
Yeah.
Well,
They can't see this, but I'm trying to
Do
look
you have
for.
footage of like pictures of the those modular guitars?
Yeah.
Those are really cool.
Oh, I took. It's all video.
Oh, okay.
Dude, when they come out, if and when they come out with the bass versions of those, that may change the game.
Yeah.
That may change the game.
So I'll share this screen. It's a video loading, but it's going to look like a picture. This was a cool booth that had some modular guitar stuff here.
Yeah, that is so sweet. So mine. Yeah, that is so sweet. So mine.
Plug and
You got three, like a Strat setup, just bloop, 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 screwed in, run it.
Strat,
That's-
Pelly.
That's wild.
Yeah, when we were demoing them, like it changed like overnight, or it was just like instantly a different.
Is it like a plug-in? Did you see him take it
magnetic.
out?
Yeah, you just,
It's
Yeah,
magnetic.
you just like you flip the guitar over. There's like a little place for your fingers. Pull it out. Click the other one in. Good to go. The when
Right.
the controls and everything you have to unscrew, but it's
So you can literally have one bass.
well, theoretically, if they come out with them eventually.
Yeah.
But for now, you
Don't
have
do
one.
that. Don't
I'm just being
take a
realistic.
hot toddy on my hopes. Taking a leak on my dreams.
Yeah, pretty much you just buy a body at this point, and
then
with those guitars,
fluke.
yeah, all these different
I want a
combinations.
P-bass. I want a jazz.
Exactly, yeah.
I want a music man.
Yeah.
Fluke. They have it all plumbed, and then they just ship you a part.
And you got a new guitar.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's a whole new guitar. You can have 4 guitars in your case at any time and pop them
Oh,
out.
that's gonna make mobile performing a lot easier.
Yeah.
Also, what if you want to take your electronics and swap them out? What if they was to take like a module Seymour Duncan preamp or an Adair preamp or like a your Aguilar preamp, and they're just like bloop, 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 and it's just
Yep.
you can literally change how you approach music on the fly, on the gig, like
Have the
2
whole
minutes.
I think it'd be awesome for a recording session
Yeah.
instead of bringing like.
I think it'd be awesome for a live section.
Yeah.
It's also
If
saying-
you go in the front of everybody, you just like, hold up, I need to change my bass. Run it.
he was saying
that's
you don't have
power.
to.
Oh, bro, to go from a jazz to a P, so I'm doing Forget Me Nots, and then we have a reprise, and I can change the sonic sound and tension of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm doing it in P bass form, how it was recorded, and then like, I want something tight.
And they claimed it was hot swappable too, meaning you don't have to turn down your volume or anything, which is that's crazy if
That
that's
has
true.
to pop. It has. That doesn't make sense from.
I
I have to
saw
see
it
it.
live.
I have to. You seen
They
it?
did it at the booth, yeah.
They did it.
Yeah, Johan was playing it and just popped one out and did what he had. The guitar was on the whole time, didn't turn it off or anything or unplug it, and there was no popping or anything.
But I mean, taking it off, okay. But connecting it, if it's magnetic,
I'm not an engineer, so I don't know the answer. But yeah, it was pretty cool.
I'm an engineer and I have problems.
Yeah, I'm sitting there trying to figure it out now.
I'm like, how you would establish the connection? It's electricity. It's
Like
a
I
signal.
saw it, I assumed he just turned it down all the way when he did it.
I mean, if you're not a lunkhead, chances are you're going to turn your volume down when you're doing it.
That's what I
Right,
thought.
essentially.
I just assumed that he turned it down. But
So if that's the case, yeah, either way, the technology is dope.
I was gonna say that's what he said you can do, but you've also seen people make a claim that didn't live up to
Let's-
So I'm not going there. I'm just
No. Actually, run it. Now that I think about it, let's go. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I wish I had video clips of this. I'm not going to mention the company's name, but what they do is provide a particular relief for a problem that is very specific to the SG body type, where the strap button is usually on the back of the body. What they did was make almost like a suction cup that goes on the upper horn of the SG, so you could have a strap pin at the upper horn instead of on the neck. And the guy was saying how secure it was, and he had this Epiphone SG, and he's dangling it by the strap as it's hanging from this suction cup thing that's on the horn, and it gets unsuctioned, and the Epiphone goes down, and the headstock just explodes. And everybody in the room just turned and looked.
Yeah.
Now, what I told him as the competent person was, don't do that. My anxiety, don't do that. And he was like,
Smash!
So this thing shatters, we turn around and then Bully's just hidden.
I am out of here because I seen it about to happen. I seen it about to happen. We've all seen that on a movie. It's like, no, it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna just do this and destruction.
Yeah.
When I came back, I seen the display hidden and then the bass guitar in front of everything.
Well, that's what
I
see.
see.
As soon as that happened, he hid the evidence, and then he picked up the bass and started doing it again. It's like, have you not learned? Like,
Fool me once.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to make. Oh, that was a fluke. It doesn't really happen. Watch this.
Smash.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. So, for me, I feel like there are several design flaws. Some pointed out by Chris, Mr. B, as I'm going to call him. And this isn't the platform for you to find out that it's not completely ironed out.
That was just the worst possible one.
This is the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
So the only thing you can do is kind of hide the evidence and kind of move on like it didn't happen. But you can't do that because you can't change your position in NAMM.
Yeah.
So everybody around, maybe like 30 to 40 people, seeing this happen, and I'm animated. So I was like, I'm loud. And I was like, yo, don't my anxiety, don't smash. Let me leave before I get blamed for this. We all left together, but my initial reaction, I went behind the curtain. I disappeared. I don't want any blame in this. No, I love you. Y'all cool people. I don't want no parts of this. Nope. I disappeared. I seen the curtain flip. I came out, nobody was looking at me. I was like, great, that worked. Let me exit stage left.
they're definitely not looking at you. They're looking at the splinters on the ground.
Oh, bro, there was nothing but like fret markers just everywhere. It hit on the sweet spot of Split City.
The headstock exploded.
Yes.
And the truss rod was just sticking out.
On one hand, you have a clean brake that can be repaired.
No.
On the other hand, you have what happened here today. Boom.
Yeah, I mean, they're not
That's
exaggerating.
it. All you got to do now is just, was it a set neck?
No,
Yep.
It's a set neck?
Set neck.
It's an Epiphone. I mean, it's not worth fixing it. It's going to cost more than a guitar.
So you cut it, get you a body, put it in there, and then keep the electronics. But other than that, you up the creek, bro.
That Gibson bass was double or nothing.
No, here's the thing. I didn't want to be there for him to try to knuckle up both times. Like, I was like, I know that Gibson, just the name is $1,000. Like, I know that. So I was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to.
So you know you're just going to be under the base.
No, here's the thing. I'm just like, stop touching it.
Put it
But
down.
I have to demo it.
Yeah.
You obviously didn't know what I was
Maybe he meant demolish.
saying. But I have to demo it. No,
They are not exaggerating, though. The headstock quite literally exploded. It was
it hit
quite the scene.
at the worst possible point of the headstock. It hit,
Yeah.
bam, and it slammed down. I was like, I don't want no piece. of this.
What? I almost admired it. Him picking up the bass immediately after and starting to shake. It's just like, wow.
Yeah, they both just kind of owned it.
Yeah.
Respect to them for that.
No, bro.
But
No, just walk out. Just don't come back. Leave
No,
the booth.
Here's the thing, though. You gotta back up. You got to back up.
Yeah.
Cause you're not about to sell nothing. Because as soon as people that come to your booth like are interested and they leave and they go right next door to another accessory thing, they be like, you know, he just exploded the guitar. Yes, that's a huge black guy. He got the fuck out of there. I don't know if you don't trust them, but I'm all parts. And Stu Mac is everywhere.
Stu Mac was right across from them. Or
All parts was right across from them.
Hey,
And
you
it
didn't do
was.
neck, bro?
We got that. We got it.
We have SGs and
Yeah.
stock.
Oh,
So
man.
did you want maple or roasted? Yeah, overnighted, if that's what you want to do. It won't cure, but you can at least sit there.
It was funny. You got any questions in there?
It was cringeworthy. We've been talking about it for the past 2 hours.
It was worth it though. One other thing, I think we'll show the video of. I muted my speakers because when I was playing the video, I guess it was going really loud to them.
Oh, okay.
My bad, guys. But yeah, one other thing I wanted to show you. Well, two other things. One, we got Reverend here. Woo!
Ooh, what the hell is that?
That's,
You didn't see those?
The Watt Plower.
No.
It was on the other side.
That's the
Yeah.
Watt Plower Mark II. It's cool base.
Also, how sexy.
Sorry for the
Pause. There you go.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Yeah, the only thing
interesting.
that was kind of weird that you pointed out the pickups slightly different color.
Yeah.
It's a little weird, but very minor detail.
Yeah, I noticed dumb stuff.
I mean, when you come in like that, what you about to? Is there what is it? I got a question. I need to go there and talk to people.
It sounds really good with the pickups blended evenly.
Yeah.
That was my favorite setting. I didn't like the neck pickup solo at first, and then I played it again, and I was like, okay, I kind of dig it.
I dug
now.
it.
And the P pickup is about what you'd expect.
The P pickup, because it's farther back, it almost has like a little Stingray vibe to it.
Yeah.
Yes, Goldar. That's a thing. It's a thing. I'll let all of y'all play it. That's completely fine. Tear it apart. You won't. Tear it apart. You won't. It's good. It's good, but yeah, that I didn't think it would sound good at all. Just having a P pickup right next to the bridge, you would think it'd be too bright. This one's on the right side. There you go. Boop. Right side.
I really thought when you were sitting down playing it with the stand, with the upright pin or whatever, end pin extended, that looked like the best use of this bass.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of impractical.
It's more power
Playing
use
as
Yeah.
a
than anything.
yeah, it's a cool design. They do sound good.
That sound good.
It's just not the most practical design.
I thought it was interesting that they were using Warmoth necks. So the neck
Yeah.
was a Warmoth P neck, and then he just like builds the body and then pops it in there. But I just thought that's like pretty interesting
It
because
is.
some people try to do it all and then make crappy necks. So hey, more power to you.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's different. It's cool. Is it something I'm gonna buy? No, but I appreciated the workmanship in it and
Also,
the design behind it.
we don't have 4K to just
That's the
invest
thing.
in
It's
a.
too expensive.
Yeah, they were a bit on the pricey side at around $3,500.
A
But
lot
I
of
mean,
labor in them.
a lot of labor to shape all that wood. Yeah, that's definitely a lot of work in there.
Yeah.
But it's in the same stable as a wish base because they're all weird and non-desirable, aesthetically pleasing bases, but they sound great. They're just
Have they ever played
they're
Wish?
quirky. They're extremely quirky. There's no stress for it. They use wood to oppose each other. So it doesn't warp because they take the same piece of wood, they cut it, and they invert it, and it fights against itself. So it always stays straight because it's always fighting against. That's the theory. I don't like your face while I'm explaining. What?
I accept.
That's what the guy told me.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've never owned one. Maybe that's
Also, it's a baseball bat.
well. That's all right.
I don't know if that matters to you, but it's a
It's
baseball.
not my preference.
I don't. I'm kind of in between the like. I like a P base neck.
Well, you said the glare is super thick too, right?
The first one, yeah.
Yeah.
The revised one, not so. It's not as notable. So they may have slimmed it down a little bit, but it's not as. Yo, this is a half bat here, all the way down, and it doesn't change. On the jazz bass, it's still a half bat.
Yep.
It's not as noticeable on the P bass second gen glare. I don't have the jazz bass version of it, but that's one thing that I got to tell the people at Glare. I was like, yo, you might want to look at the profile of your neck for the jazz bass. If you're going to do a P bass, keep your neck. That's fine. Keep all the necks. But the jazz, people look for a specific thickness at a certain spot on the neck. You might
I
wanna
actually
look at
agree
that.
with that. I think that people are pickier with jazz bass necks for whatever reason. Oh, I didn't know Dingwall was there.
Yeah.
So
no,
they weren't there. It was a shop.
Yeah,
Oh,
they had a
that had a
shop and then
ding
they
wall.
had a ding wall there.
Yeah, check this out. This was a pretty cool ding wall. It's a custom D-Rock with the olive matte green.
Had a wood insert right
Yeah.
there.
Wood insert for the pick guard. Oh, and the video decides doesn't want to
Crap out.
exist anymore.
That's cool.
It's coming.
We're out here.
There we go.
It's in 180p.
Yeah, I know. Again, sorry for the resolution, guys. We have high res video that we're going to be uploading in a separate video. There's someone's butt.
Yep.
Oh, that's Bully's butt.
What?
Yeah, because you were next to me when we were looking
It's
at
a
it.
nice tuchus. Go back. Let's look at that thing again. I was like, that chick there, okay, she got thick cakes. That's me.
So this was pretty cool. I've never seen a custom D-Rock in person. I have a regular standard D-Rock coming whenever they decide to arrive. They were supposed to be here earlier this year, but things are happening with the world, so, you know, it is what it is. No big deal.
D-Rock.
D-Rock.
Is that what it's called?
The D-Rock. Yeah.
That's their Thunderbird style.
Used to be called the D-Bird, but the lower horn was different. And then they did the second gen, which was the D-Rock.
Huh.
Passive, so
Where's
it's
the
a...
strap lock go? Where was the strap? I didn't see that. Is it there?
Yeah, I think you can.
That's very pixelated. Yeah. I think I saw it when over the crease.
Yeah.
That does look pretty though. Maybe that. And I think I locked eyes on that one first. I was like, oh.
So these are interesting bases because unlike the Dingwall combustion and NGs, which are active and they have either the EMG or the dark glass preamp, these are passive. And besides the different styling, you have the same Dingwall neodymium pickups, but a volume, a tone, and a 4-way rotary switch. This is a different 4-way rotary switch from the NG series. And you can swap this out with the 6-way rotary, which I would love to do because they're awesome and you get more pickup combos. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's go back to here. Let's see. Yeah, so other than that, we saw some cool hardware. This particular bridge, what was the guy's name again? Ray something? Ray Ross.
Ray Ross.
Ray Ross. These saddleless bridges. We're going to be checking them out and doing a build with one. They're really interesting. In fact, I'm just going to show a picture right here. The Ray Ross Bridge. Not share on my screen yet. So here's the Ray Ross Bridge.
What?
So they do not utilize saddles.
Like the thing that it breaks across?
Yeah.
So, no brake angle.
Yeah.
So what does that do? Did you explain it?
Yeah, so essentially it's a straight shot from the
Like a
bridge to the
piano.
tuner.
Okay.
Because I guess when you bend the string, supposedly it messes with the way it vibrates when you're putting that kink in there from the saddle.
Okay.
And this supposedly makes it sound better. I am going to try and verify that.
I am interested.
How do you adjust the height?
That was really interesting. There's a little... Let's see if I can zoom in here.
That's a nicely sculpted, like aesthetics. That's a nicely sculpted holster
Oh, yeah.
for the pick. Like, look at it. It's just nestled in there.
Yeah. So
That's nice. Like
essentially you
that's beautiful. Oh, hold on. Let's just take a second to just, from an aesthetic standpoint, let's just look at it. Like,
It's definitely intriguing.
my only problem is that if you don't set your bridge in the right spot, you won't have intonation freedom.
So you can adjust the intonation with the strings in there.
But hold on though. So like, if you don't set it to where it's like, so you see how if the green one that's up there right there, it's like right on the front of that bridge, right? At some point, if you didn't set it in the right spot, it's only gonna get worse. And if you know anything about setting bridges, once you drill a hole, it affects other wood spots that you land on. You get what I'm saying? Because you're moving out material and literally taking the stability out of the wood that you're drilling into. So, and I only know that because I had a 6-string bass and I did single saddles, single bridge pieces, and it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
So
I think it's going to be a drop in for Fender, at least for the 5 screws. I'm gonna go back to this booth tomorrow.
You have 2 other ones.
Yeah.
on the-
Mm-hmm.
You get to drill those after the
Yeah,
back of it
yeah.
lines up.
but if you got those 5, then you drilling 2 more with the knot in there, a smaller bit, boom, whatever, running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, my thing is like, what if you hate the thing and you want to go back to your Fender bridge?
then you got to deal
You got
with
2
2
holes. Yeah.
Well, no, the Fender bridge would probably cover that. It doesn't.
You think?
Yeah.
We don't know how tall that is either.
So
So how do you raise the height?
you raise the height. There's these rings underneath where the string is. See this like round thing under here?
Yeah.
That's separate and that's threaded. So you can twist this bottom ring and that will raise and lower what's holding the string in place.
Catch.
I mean, it's truly a different bridge design,
Yeah.
which is so that's what's intriguing about it. It's like when the Baptist came out. It was a
Oh,
totally different design.
hold on. Do you remember? You know how the Stingray has the thing where you put any type of shim in there, you turn it.
Yep.
They're using that idea
Yes.
to crank it by the quarter.
Yes.
That's
Same with the intonation
not
too.
bad.
If you look at the intonation screws.
Oh, those?
Yeah. Right down here.
Wow.
Right?
It looks like for intonation, you have a ton of adjustability. Like,
And you have fine tunability
well, I mean, like those. It just looks. I see a lot of length left on those set screws.
for the top ones, but you're also at the top of the bridge spot. That's my biggest problem. You see how much slack you got on the E string, and you see how it doesn't really differentiate as you move down in smaller gauges.
Mm-hmm.
So in my mind, that wasn't set in the right spot to give you flexibility, +2, -2.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So it was set for the string scale, and then you started intonating everything, and then you don't have slack -2.
Oh yeah. Because you're starting at an extreme versus in the middle. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, so you take what your string slack is, and then All right, cool. Let's put that top dead center for the engine heads out there. This is going to be right in the middle. Now you have +2. I'm just saying +2, -2, and then you gauge your E string as your 0, and then you +2, -2, and in theory, once you get to your G string, don't be stupid. Shut up. Once you get to the smallest string on the scale, you shouldn't be at the front of the bridge. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So, I don't know. And then you got, if you're going to put this on a fender, it's set up one way. Now you got to drill new screw holes. Then you got to, I shut up. I digress. I'm not drunk enough.
I think it's worth a look.
Yeah.
I want it. I'm going to do it. I'll buy a whole nother base just to put this in there.
2021 build-off featuring Great Ross Bridges. Hey. we're gonna go to Ray tomorrow. Hey.
I was
What you
like,
now?
you know, I've been looking for a reason to get this, but
Yeah, it's just nice to see, like, because, you know, so many people are just making better versions of the same design or whatever with bridges, especially with bridges. It's just cool when somebody does something completely different.
it is a cool design, and I do see the positive. I do see the positive in doing it. So, shout out to them. But I would like to see it in action. I would like to see how easily it swaps in.
Yeah. Now, one thing, I don't think you would be able to use like the same set of strings, like literally take it off a base with the saddles, because the saddle has already impacted the structure of the string.
If anything, it makes it longer.
Yeah, the regular bridge will make the string longer, so then you'd have to compensate for that. I guess
Yeah,
you'd
but
just
you'll
have a
have
little wrap.
you'll have extra slack at the top.
Yep.
So that's not a problem at all.
Yep.
But it does bring what does putting that little crux where the string breaks across, what does that do to the sound? If it's just straight up, this is just straight tension to the tuning key, what does that do?
That's a good question. That's fair. I mean, saddles do impact tone.
Yeah, if you have a trash saddle and it's not like a sharp enough edge, kind of like a drum. If you have a drum and it doesn't have like a defined edge or it warps in spots, then you trying to find a resonant frequency to make it hit right. Y'all are bass players. Okay. It doesn't work. I just say that.
Does Glary use the same bridge style as Fender? Does it use?
A non-proprietary research function. Yes.
Glary 2 builds featuring the
I would happen to have a Glary too. Let's see.
Indubitably.
Indubitably. I'll contact Wendy. Yes. Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
That's not a bad idea at all, actually. Like a real talk, yeah.
Like the same. So it looks like the Sire bridge almost.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
How many screws is it?
It's 5, but it's 3
Three in the back and 2 in the front.
Are they stretched out to where it's one dead top, dead center?
Yes.
Well, that's not a problem then.
Yeah.
Assuming they line up
Yeah.
top and bottom.
That's
They
true.
line up top and bottom. You send in the straight one
Yeah.
there. We can make it work. It's us. We can force it into fruition if we want to. And I'm fine
Just
with that.
just dowel the holes and start fresh
Mm-hmm.
if you have to.
We got Dustin Haas in the house. Pardon me. And he was asking what we thought about the Reverend booth, and
Yeah.
2 thumbs up. Best bass booth for sure. Well,
I would say tied for best.
Yeah.
bass booth.
Well,
But
they have more.
You have a bias. That's not.
Yeah, this
even
guy's
fair.
biased. We don't
I'm
listen
biased.
to him.
I'm biased. Like that Reverend's one of the companies I'm biased towards.
Yeah, but also the competing company you're biased for as well.
Yeah,
So
so
it's
Yeah,
there's-
it's true. Double bias.
there's-
I don't know. It's just
I-
like,
so I'm-
it's a wash, bro.
I am a big fan of Reverend in Lakeland. It's no mystery to anybody that knows me.
Don't let him in.
I really my two favorite bases that I saw today were the Lakeland that we talked
Solid,
about.
dude.
The,
I saw
You on?
Yeah, man, we going live.
You're on.
Where
It's
am I?
delayed.
It's delayed.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So yeah, my favorite two bases were the Lakeland with the roasted neck and the Reverend Brad Hauser. The Reverend Brad Hauser's, I think it's kind of underappreciated in the bass community, but it's a really cool design, medium scale.
Come on, look, dude. It's
Really
delayed.
interesting.
A lot, yeah.
It's delayed by 10 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
It's,
Reverend Bass Community, yes.
Really cool pickup configuration. Just Reverend's trying stuff, and it's cool.
Yeah.
It's just nice to see companies trying stuff, and it's also nice to see companies expanding on the more benchmark designs like Lakeland does.
Yeah, man.
So
If I could, can you bring back up that picture of the, what do you call it? The Music Man PJ?
Oh, the
the Caprice.
oh, the music, the Caprice.
Like it's like a Music Man at the neck and then a
Oh,
PJ.
the Brad Hauser. I'll just pick up.
Oh,
pull
yeah,
up the
oh,
regular
sorry.
picture.
Like
Yeah,
that
Reverend
interests me.
Brad.
I feel like it won't have any treble definition,
No, it
but
does.
it'll
It
be a
does.
woolly.
It does.
No, it
Monster.
really. If you solo the neck pickup, it does get really woolly. But if you blend the pickups, there's a lot of snap to it. It's almost. I don't know what. No, that's the old one.
This was it. This was the Brad. No, that's the old one.
Yeah, that's the one with the jazz pickup.
God damn it. I'm sorry for swearing.
Just go to Reverend Guitars.
Oh, here. Whoop-oo.
Yeah.
This is the one that we played. There's a better. Was it Hollow Body?
Semi
Hollow?
hollow.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Really good for chording, I thought. Doing chords on it. With this
I gotta give me a piece of that. I also like that they got the quick release hip shot A. Is that
No.
the hip shot A?
That is the same bridge that is on the FGN's.
Yeah.
It's an OEM
A lot of
bridge.
like the
It looks like a hip shot to me.
It's very similar.
so the Watt Plower does have a hip shot bridge because that's what he uses. But that one is it's called Reverend calls it their lockdown bridge, but it's a pretty common design that you see on a lot of overseas.
Yeah, quick release situation, which is convenient and also frustrating if you're.
It's string through body too, so you can
Yeah.
do you can do through the body or do the quick release. But
Oh, I see the little holes
Yeah.
in front of the notches.
all of my favorite pieces have this bridge. I gotta say, or a lot of them. I like that bridge.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, I think Reverend does really great stuff. Their build quality is
Yeah.
astounding.
I seen a Tajima bass or a Tajima.
Oh yeah, Tajima was there. They had some stuff. It's okay.
Yeah.
I
We
wasn't
were both
really
kinda-
impressed.
Yeah, we were both kind of underwhelmed, but
I like
it for the price, you know.
Well, the one that we played was the Brazilian one. It was $1,500. Yeah.
Sorry. I don't want to talk bad about anybody, but
Yeah.
yeah, that bass left a lot to be desired.
Let's see.
Well, Dale. Highlight of the day.
Well, I didn't get to meet Victor, but I saw him walk by us, so that was pretty much. I think
It
it
was
was the first
free?
time I'd seen him in person, so that was really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
we got to talk with him briefly.
Yeah.
I-
I found out today. Let me just interject. Found out today that LowEndLobster is more popular than me.
It's the pants.
I don't
It's
gotta
the
be.
pants.
I don't know how to feel about that. I'm not okay with it. He was like, yeah, How you doing, sir? But your ATK review.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on.
Got big league.
I also did an ATK.
It was the same ATK too.
I slapped the bass. I don't slap at the bass. No? Okay. It's gone. I'm gonna be over here.
So we got some comments here. Jack P, who's saying he was at the Yamaha booth, and he said the Yamaha people were more interested in hanging out with themselves.
Yeah.
No comment? Yeah, okay.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I went over to try a guitar. I literally sat there for like 5 minutes, couldn't figure out how to get the thing going. While the two were just chatting like together, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Can I get some help?" And
There was one dude by the keyboard that was pretty cool. He was
Yeah, he was cool.
showcasing
Yeah.
some
Keyboard
stuff.
guy.
But I had to go there and be like, what's going on?
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, so
And then I left and went to the bass where I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
And then he just kept doing the whole thing he was doing. The dude was nice. And he understood the features of the instrument. So it made the presentation that much better.
Yep.
And it's all rinse and repeat. So tomorrow, whenever we go by Yamaha, because I'm not done with that Ampeg combo.
Those are nice.
So that's the caveat I want to make is like, yeah.
I want that 115. I want to know what it's like. Because the 112 didn't have a horn on it.
Yeah, no.
No, not the 115. The 210.
Yeah.
The 210 has a
I'm
horn
buying
on
a
it.
210. Yeah, I'm gonna buy.
Like that's
But,
it was nice, and I don't.
So-
So this though.
in terms of the hospitality, well, yeah, but in terms of the hospitality, yeah, there were Yamaha was a little bit, but we can't say enough good about
Ampeg. Yeah.
Dino was very hospitable. He sat there, showed us the amp. He kind of got yelled at a little bit by the Yamaha guy.
Yeah. Like, too loud.
Yeah.
Do you know who?
It's a very
Like you know this dude?
Yeah, he's like he's
You left
manager
when
for-
you was talking to Victor, and like I was chopping it up with him.
Yeah, that's
and
nice.
that's Dino.
yeah, super nice guy.
Dino's the man, yeah.
He's cool as hell.
Yeah. So, I'm a big Yamaha fan. The guy did tell us to turn down when we weren't really that loud.
Yeah.
But
Also, it's a boomy amp.
it is.
So you saying you weren't that loud?
It's his booth. you know?
It is his booth. It
and
is.
That's the bottom. That's the end of it.
But we're gonna go back, and I'm slapping, and I want to know what the hell he's gonna say. I'm gonna need you to record because it's gonna be a thing.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
So Jack
I
is-
will have your revenge.
No,
You don't kick me out of now.
So Jack
Just
is.
run.
So Jack.
doesn't affect my opinion of Yamaha. Excellent company.
So Jack is asking her, he's like, I didn't see Ampeg. Did they have their own booth? They were actually with the Yamaha booth, and they were demoing their new, the Rocket Series?
Rocket Series.
The new Rocket Series amps. I played a couple in Guitar Center, and then I played a couple here. Each time, I was really impressed with it for
Yes.
a nice
It's
little
not bad.
compact combo that has the things you need.
It's better than Scrambler. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it has that.
if you're a purist, as far as you don't need to have the ability to, like, have effects on the cab there, and you just want to plug in, let's get it. That's not a bad option.
It had the latest version of the Scrambler. They're calling it something different.
Like SFX or something.
Yeah. It still has that circuit, but
That's from Nero.
Feels great.
You earned this.
Am I getting invited?
It's a, oh, this is what I was
I feel the
missing.
power.
My destiny.
It's like the sword in the stone.
One non-bass thing that I thought was really interesting that you liked a lot was that electronic drum kit.
Yeah.
I don't remember the brand. You
I think it's like
Five.
Epitone, Equitone.
F clef or something like it was.
Oh,
I looked at it. It's
grab
good.
it.
it's give me a
It'll be in
second.
my search history. I got it.
Give me a second. F note.
F note.
F note. EFNOTE. Now, I'm gonna make some controversial statements. You can take them how you want to. Their demo of this particular drum set was superb. They had 4 kits in total. They had 3 sets that were strictly linked to a headset module, and then had one that you could play out through a 8 and a 10 there, shooting outwards. Roland is in trouble.
I was impressed.
Roland is in trouble.
I don't like electronic drum kits, but I thought that one is really good.
So I'm gonna give you a laydown of what this was. Y'all don't play drums, do you?
Nah, I've got a
So
drum set.
I got it.
It's a cheap one compared to that, at least.
Okay. Also, maybe not. I'll get to that later.
Yeah, the
Now,
price point was really good.
So what I think I want to do is get this drum set at my crib because it's nice. I like it.
I remember when you heard the price, you wanted 80.
He was like, this costs this much.
Yeah.
Oh! I need it. Anyway, so, alright, so, let me dial it back, bring it back. So, I played 3 of the kits. One of them was the short shell, which had no tension on the bottom. It was just open, like a Roland, like one of the higher end Roland series kits. And then I played, whenever I hopped in it, it was just earphones, and the kit was set up like an actual drum kit, and everything was tensioned like a real kit. There were shells that were there. It was heavy. There were pads that were there on the mesh heads. It felt like a real kit. So if you didn't have the headphones on to hear the sounds, you wouldn't really hear anything. Granted, this is in NAMM and there's ambient sound. But if you're in an apartment, this could be an option.
And from far away, it looks like a drum.
It looks like a whole drum set.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to get a feel and you're trying to get what it's going to be like when you're on a gig, this is the answer.
Yeah.
I don't have a situation where I'm going to be touring and I need like 70 samples, 70 cymbals to be around me. I need a very limited selection of things I can do so that I can be the grossest that I can be in this little bitty sample size. That may be the first place I go tomorrow, just to make sure I feel what I feel, and I can talk to this dude again and see if I can get him out there to people. Like, if there's anything I pull from NAMM this year, I'm going to be talking to that dude to put him on my channel.
Yeah.
Those cymbals were amazing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
Felt
heavy.
just like real ones. Yeah.
They were heavy. They moved just like real cymbals. They choked like real cymbals. And there were different ride zones. I don't know how they are over time. But as far as me having fun, me just like, okay, let's just, you know what I'm saying, do a little something. Yeah.
You load it.
I forgot y'all were, did you record?
I recorded you. I got
I
some
don't
video.
know if I got any. I was playing some myself.
I was just trying to check see if I had it. I don't have any footage now.
Okay, so I'm going back. If you don't,
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. I'm going back. I'll be like, hey,
See you guys later.
I'm going to record something for you right now, and it's going to be free air. Hope you're okay with that.
Unless
Let's
you want to
get-
give me this drum set.
Also, if you want to give me this drum set, here is my address. I'll take it after you're done doing all this because I can fix whatever they do. I can fix it. I'm an engineer. So there is that. Now, I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it enough to take my rolling drum set and put it in the closet. And I feel very weird about saying that, but it's real shells. It's a real compact design that I can put in the corner, and I can still lab on it and practice what I need to practice. Yeah. Feel like I'm on a real drum set, and then transfer that to a real acoustic drum set.
Yeah.
And that's all an apartment drummer wants.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I think that's a gig-worthy setup, honestly, to run through. If you
To
want
run through the PA?
Yeah, if you want to use like some crazy tracks and stuff.
Well, the middle one they had
And anybody that knows me knows I hate electronic drum sets.
Yeah.
And especially at a gig, like nothing hurts me more. But like if somebody would have showed up, I probably wouldn't even know it's electric because it does look just like
It looks like real drums.
And it has the sound. There's none of that weird latency. There's none of that weird like any of that stuff that makes me hate electronic drum sets. I was blown away by it. I mean, I'm not a drummer, but
this is what's crazy. The feel, how they tune the heads to respond to pressure.
I noticed that, like the way
it literally felt like real drum heads. So I'm like sitting there like, maybe I can get this with my. I never touched the drum lugs. I just, whatever. This is what it feels like. That's fine.
I'm such an idiot too because when we walked up, I was like, oh, they make like, because the kick looks like is this like the like a 13-inch kick or something. 18, yeah.
Which is a real club, like a coffee house,
cafe kit or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's a real cafe house setup. So
So that's what I thought they were. I was like, oh, they make like.
It's cute.
Well, I was like, oh, it's a cafe kit, you know.
It's cute, yeah.
And I was like, why are the cymbals gray? And then I was like, oh, he's plugged into an amp. It's electronic kit.
And everything. So I didn't. Yeah. I was like, I hit it, and then I grabbed a spot that didn't choke.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, dang it. And then I did it, and I did it on a different cymbal, and it choked. I said, hold on, maybe.
Yeah, I was when you were doing the cymbal work. That's when I really got impressed with it because it was. I mean, there was zero latency.
There wasn't anything. It was straight to the speaker, and I was like, bro.
I wonder how many like sensors they have to put in.
Probably a lot. And the dynamic range too, because when you were messing around, I was just tapping one with my finger a little bit, and then pinching it. It was responding to all of that.
Everything.
It was.
Yeah.
I was impressed.
Yeah.
It really.
Also, this was funny. I got off, and they were like, "Man, you made me want to go home and practice my chops." I was like, "I'm a bass player."
Well, you were killing it.
Yeah,
I agree on that.
You were definitely killing it, man.
Yeah.
I was impressed.
I could tell you liked it.
Yeah.
Definitely could tell you liked it. We have footage of that, guys, so that'll be coming in a video next week, probably. We're going to have all the NAMM footage, including this guy over here tearing it up on this drum set.
I wonder what the other kids in that sound like, too.
Huh?
I wonder what the other kids sound like, because we didn't even get beyond that. We were so impressed
I
with the feel
did,
of it.
because the problem is, there's only one kit that's going to the output.
Yeah.
Now, if you could go and plug into the monitor and hear what I'm hearing, which is what I think.
Well, the first one was set up.
The first one you could do
Yeah, you said that, didn't you?
Yeah, there were 4 other.
Said that?
I'm just going to join you guys instead of talking on the side.
Yeah, so we don't want to mess up with the steak. God damn it, Chris. Stop it. God damn it. Stop it.
It's the speaking clock.
Jesus Christ. I can't keep anything. Now, so I feel like one of y'all said it. He was like, hey, so we can just plug in here and hear what he's hearing. And I was like, I'm not good at drumming. I don't want you to do that. And I moved over to the one. I was like, let's just do free air. You can just hear it.
I was impressed how natural it sounded. I mean,
It really
from
sounded
a
like
distance,
real.
I would have thought it was a real drum set, to be honest. Like, it was pretty good.
Which is what actually drew me to it. So we were talking at the it was the upright stand, which is right next to it. We were talking, we were talking there, and then I heard a dude getting off. I was like, what's going on over here? And then y'all were like, I was like, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, okay.
And then when we found out the price, 180 right back. I thought you were gonna walk away with one right now. I thought we were gonna be helping you carry that shit out, that stuff out.
Oh man, let me tell you something.
Walk under UPS and figure it out.
Oh yeah, we saw the USB. I think we were wondering why they're there, and I was like, oh yeah, for shipping. Duh.
I'm very interested. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I want one. I definitely want one.
I mean,
I
for that
want one.
price, so they're like clearly the best sounding that I've heard. And
I don't want to put them next to Roland. But also, here's the thing. This is what's trippy. Roland offers a lot of different sound samples and a lot of different things you can do. Most people don't want that on a track.
Yeah, like that's the thing is how much of it do you actually use?
How much do you use?
Yeah.
The audio version of Joker.
So I got 50 kits, right?
Yeah.
I got 50 kits on my Roland set, and it's an upper level set. I really only use 2 kits. Studio, live acoustic for tracks.
Yeah.
Or if I'm doing like a open mic situation, I set up my stuff. I have like tom, crash, hi-hat, hi-hat, crash. So it's just a regular setup, but like it's an unplugged kit. So like it's a djembe, and then like a nothing snare, like a piccolo nothing snare, and then random sounds and samples, right? For everything that it took me to set all this up, I use it for an hour. What's the point of me?
Yep.
All I really want is just drums.
Yeah.
Because you don't, if you have real drums, you don't have all them options, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, give me different drum sets with no option flares, and I feel like I'd be happy. Give me the opportunity to tune it up or tune it down, and I'd be happy. Let me save those things as a user kit. Don't let me pull from another drum kit and put it in here, because then I got 100 user kits that I use for a song. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I need restriction so that I can make the best music that I possibly can. Sometimes I play 4-string bass to limit what I can do to force creativity to make it work.
Fewer good choices versus a plethora of potentially mediocre choices.
Me and Will talk about that a lot. I'd rather have something that does a few things well than a bunch of things not well.
The problem is, if you specifically take a thing and you like, this is the thing I do, this is the thing I do, this is the thing I do, and then you just like, but I need kind of like, then everything that you come secondary will never be as good as this is the thing I do. This is the thing I do, right? What are we talking about? Lamborghini. Are you gonna drive that motherfucker 25 miles an hour?
They make tractors too. It's a separate company, but it's the same family. Yeah, they make tractors.
Are you gonna drive a
Fastest
Lamborghini?
tractors you ever seen.
well, I mean,
Oh, they are sleek.
there will be a point that I'll be at 25 miles per hour, and I hope to buy that at some point very quickly. Yeah, a continuous ramp right up.
But like, let's keep it completely funky. Are you gonna drive a Lamborghini 25 miles an hour?
Yeah.
So making a van Lamborghini kind of
For the name brand.
right.
Yeah.
Sounds like
What?
what'd you say? What?
Fender. Oh.
We're not
We
gonna.
were talking about cars. You said fenders.
Your fender bender.
We're not gonna. Yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna back. How? You
So,
see me? Okay.
Let's, we've been streaming for about an hour and 15 minutes. I guess let's briefly go over our individual highlights. What we thought was the one thing for us that was the greatest. My highlight was as we were leaving that Epiphone just exploding. That was
Are you telling
hilarious.
the story?
Yeah, I told them the story. I mean, I didn't give the company name. I'm not gonna throw them under the bus or anything.
Jesus Christ.
That was, it exploded. Wow, that was so bad. It exploded. Like, that thing's not coming back. It's
Yeah,
gone.
if it would have been metal,
Yeah.
maybe like aluminum. Jesus! That would have been crazy.
Casket funeral.
Yeah. So that was my personal highlight. I mean, there were some cool bases and stuff, and I enjoyed walking around and meeting people. But seeing that Epiphone neck explode was special. I'm never going to forget that.
Yeah, it was special.
Yeah.
We are never going to forget that.
That's a moment we will share for the rest of our lives.
Together.
Exactly.
That's a group. Yeah.
Dale, what was your highlight? Hollywood Dale.
Also, yeah, you on national news,
I
baby.
guess that was the highlight. Is having CBS News, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way,
CBS National
you're on TV somewhere.
Yeah, coming up soon.
Yep.
I was playing the Reverend. I forgot which model it was.
Hauser.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
the Hauser.
It was the Hauser.
Did you funk something?
Oh, he was
He was
bit.
grooving.
Did
Yeah.
you slap it? You
Didn't
didn't
slap it, no.
Oh, okay.
And I had the pressure
does
of the
have a good
camera in my
slap sound.
face. Yeah, this
It was like this far from your face. It
Yeah.
was really
But I'm
close.
just sitting there playing, and all of a sudden this guy just walks up and he's like, I'm with CBS, puts a mic in front of the amp, puts the camera on me. They get some action shots next to the front board of me playing. Then the next thing I know, they're like, oh, is this going to clip in here? All right, cool. And start asking me questions. I got them in the background like, make sure you mention the name.
Hey.
But here's the thing, though. There are a few things that have to be discussed. Number one, you have to be good enough to be noticed. Number two, you have to be present in the moment enough to not stop doing what you're doing
Yeah.
to make this stuff happen. Also, you have to continue the personality of mysteriousness for you to be on TV. Because if you're like,
Yeah, I didn't look at the camera.
it just
Just
looks
do my
weird.
thing and-
It just looks weird.
Yeah.
That's
But you on TV
Potentially.
potentially.
Yeah.
Maybe they may
just-
they may just showcase your
quick-
fingers
Yeah.
and sounds
Yeah, that might just be all.
for a little bit.
I didn't get the best answers to the interviews.
And there's he said LowEndLobster.
That's all. Yeah,
To
plug the channel.
Nashville local news.
Yeah.
You gotta like make it uneditable. So you know, you be like, so how is the turnout coming again?
LowEndLobster.
LowEndLobster YouTube.
LowEndLobster.
I like turtles.
Like you just gotta just like mess everything up. You know, so how was everything turned? LowEndLobster LLC YouTube. LowEndLobster YouTube. I was having fun. This is one of the best bases LowEndLobster YouTube that I've ever played, and I don't. You just gotta just put it there, so they have to see
It's
it.
good advice. I'll have to do that next time for sure.
No, I mean,
The
here's
next
the thing,
time
though.
Just
a
promotional
reporter
for
walks
I'm
into
just
the
gonna jump. Listen. Let me tell you something. I don't have nothing to lose. Nobody knows me, obviously. So I'm just gonna get out here and make it happen. So I mean, like, just jump in random people's videos. It's like this bass is so silky, Bully ThaKidd. I also feel this way. Fade out slowly. It's like, you know that's Bully ThaKidd approved.
Stamp of approval.
Yeah.
Fade out there.
I give this bass 2 horns out of 2.
Crash.
So, Bully, what was your favorite thing of the show today? Was it the drum set?
I feel like this sacrilegious.
Was it not getting the picture of Victor Wood?
Oh, yeah, that
That
was
kind of trumps everything.
we opened with that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
I feel like you were on cloud 9 after that.
I mean, once it like number one, I didn't believe it happened And then I seen him again, and then y'all were talking to him. I was like, I did that. Okay. So he was like, that's big for whatever. So I'm gonna, aside from the personalities that were there to display whatever they do, I'm gonna say that my situation that was dope was actually, I'll actually give them some promo out here. You okay with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Artesia, F note, that like you gotta hear it. I'm hoping that I can do something with them to get something started. Because if I can get one, it's on. I'm gonna be doing I may not play bass for a few
Alright, let's
days.
take it easy, man.
Few minutes.
I said days.
Now we do mine. Now we do mine this on the channel.
I say days. If I get one, then I may not play for maybe 6 days. 6 days. Why
As long as you
do I look like a junkie?
6 months.
6 months. Why do I seem like a junkie? I'm like,
Our agent to get back on that
I
set.
can't.
You don't got any more of those drums?
Hey, bro, I need some of them Tums, bro.
I guess I can do some hi-hats.
Come on, man. Let me get some of them Tums.
Hey, you got this suit.
What about you, Chris? What was your highlight?
Meeting Victor Wooten was a big deal, and so
You ain't got a lot. Just say the Lakeland damn base, man. You ain't got a lot.
I enjoy like the people that work for Lakeland. I enjoyed meeting them.
I enjoy Lakeland.
So yeah, I mean, the new Lakeland was definitely my favorite base highlight.
You sound like a politician.
His name is Bull.
I did not have a sexual relationship with
I
that
cannot
base.
confirm.
I wanted to.
I cannot
But
confirm or deny
Good
the
boats
thumping
on both
and
sides.
slapping that happened between me and that base.
So yeah, that's my favorite base was the Lakeland or the Hauser, and the highlight was meeting Victor Wooten and watching that guy sandbag his own product in front of a bunch of people. Really did not pass the torture test that he made for it.
Yeah.
I just want to say that I said, don't do this.
He
You
did.
did. You said it.
Yes?
I missed it. The Epiphone.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yo, my anxiety, don't,
Yeah.
Yeah,
please don't.
It's like
You even
it was
ran
like
away.
a moment. It was just a moment after you said that, and
Bam! I disappeared.
He's behind the curtain.
I want no piece of this. I was the only black person in that vicinity. No.
I was just trying so hard not to show it on my face because he was looking at me. But I know I was. Like, I know I
Yeah,
started
you did.
laughing right
You
in the guy's
started
face.
laughing. You was like, I heard
You're
you
supposed to
do
do
it.
that. It was funny. Sorry.
the one thing it was supposed to do.
Didn't
It happened, and I immediately was like, military baron, don't laugh. And I just started laughing right in the guy's face.
Okay. Let's, because you don't want to, I mean, he's trying to make a living.
Yeah.
Let's not.
I do feel bad, but
Yeah.
at the same time,
Also, that's not my fault.
Yeah.
I told you not to do
Sometimes
this.
the product is just not good. And that's
Also,
what happens.
sometimes you got to listen to people that got your best
the
interest.
only thing that would have been better is if one of us said, and for that reason, I'm out. Walked away.
I was honestly kind of speechless. Like,
It happened in front of you
Yeah.
and you.
Yeah, I was-
Y'all were
I was
there.
so glad.
You were there in front of
I think I got hit by a piece of wood. Like,
I
I was
think
that close.
I was on the side on the right. And I was like,
taking
yo,
some splinters
don't
to always remember
just
it behind.
stop.
All I gotta,
Stop.
I will be avoiding. Like I'm like some kind of awkward dude.
I'm
you
not.
know,
I'm
just
not.
I cannot make
No.
eye contact with this
So
man.
what you're saying is you want to
so
go by
embarrassed.
and talk to all parts. Is what you're saying. That's what you're saying. You want to go? Well, we. What time do you want to meet up? We can go and talk to all parts at Stu Mac.
go to Stu Mac. We're like, hey, do you guys have any replacement necks?
And then,
Asking for a friend.
SG. That's weird. Talk to that guy.
And then what was your favorite moment, Johan?
I guess for me it was that pedal.
Oh, yeah, everything's fine.
I got the thing here. Hold on one second. So this was cool. Stratus by Chaos Audio. They're kind of new, Kickstarter, whatever. Let's see if I get this on that. Hopefully that's
Stratus by Chaos Audio.
Yeah, so it's basically a single pedal that you hook up to your phone via Bluetooth, and then it emulates various pedals through your phone. And so you basically can, like, using a digital display. So that was one weakness I saw.
So-
it's like on a small phone, it'd be
So
tough.
a phone? Or does it
Yeah,
have
and so
to
you,
be
it's
a
like
tablet?
an order. So they have like images of pedals, and like all it turns on it, but like in a digital interface. And so you can chain up. They have 15 right now.
Does it have to be a phone though?
Any Android or iOS
So
device.
it
Yeah,
can
so
be
you
a
can
tablet
get a big
or a TV or
You
a
want to touch?
computer.
It needs a touchscreen though. It's got to
Or
be
a
a
smart
touchscreen.
fridge.
Well, I
It's
guess
not a smart
Sometimes you need a base while you're getting cold cuts.
Exactly.
yeah, but it was cool. Yes, you
Damn.
you download the
I
app.
feel like this is the first time we've made a connection.
And it's over fridges. It's bound to happen at some point.
Day one. Mark this moment. I've been searching for it. I was looking for it. We found it.
We're there.
We found it. The hell? Refrigerators. Smart refrigerators. You have glasses. I can feel the importance of that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. You could just set up your chains. I guess one thing I didn't ask about is it seems like it's only like set up for series right now, so I didn't see like any cool stereo configurations or anything you could do yet. But I mean, clearly like their back end wasn't fully done. Like they had cloud storage, but it wasn't there, it wasn't available, so it was pretty limited with it. So it's fine for the demo, but it worked decently well. Some UI interface stuff that needs to work on, and then the pedal itself is like. I mean, it's got the Bluetooth, but it's also a looper pedal too. Like especially like you're someone who gigs a lot, like. Because I listen to a lot of post rock, and so like I go see bands like Mono and Explosion in the Sky, and they're like these huge pedal boards, and they must weigh like 500 pounds. This one thing, and you got to worry, make sure everything's connected. You have the right power supplies, that they isolated outputs. You got the right amperage for each one. Otherwise, you're gonna kill it. Is it a 19? What is it? The 9 volt versus the 18 volt and all that stuff. So anyway, there's a lot of stuff to this. You just bring this one thing, you plug into it, and
Yeah, it's
you hook up your phone, you probably get a tab or something.
And then you just like flick.
Yeah, and so you
I'm
pick
assuming
and
that
choose. You just like you just grab what you
drag
want.
it
Yeah,
and put it in the signal chain. So
exactly.
this is what I. Okay, you're not guitar players. I don't consider you guitar players. So
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult.
Just a nerdy guy who likes things
I'm
that
I'm talking to you, so it's definitely a compliment. Now, so if you take these bass pedals and you reconfigure them, and if it's on a phone, I'm assuming that you just like you after this chain, you before this chain. How does it sound? Okay, you hear. Then you can save
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what it says.
that
Yeah,
preset.
so you saved your presets. And
You save this thing, so now you can do a whole set list like next preset, and it's already gonna be there.
That song, whatever you wrote, whatever you composed, like you don't have to be like, all right, well now I gotta make sure these ones are off and these ones are on. Make sure I change these levels here. Like you save the preset.
No.
You can save
you've
the
done
levels
it
too.
production, and then it's first song, second song.
I guess the analog equivalent would be literally taking a pedal board and then just pushing it over and bringing in another pedal board and dropping it.
Yes, but also
now you've dropped 10 grand in pedals.
but also, yes.
It seems like a great deal. I mean, they were young guys, so they were like super excited, like engineer, computer developed guys. Like they just seemed really passionate about it.
The theory of it works out phenomenal, but I wouldn't use it because that's not my type of music.
Yeah.
But for those that would do progressive, people that are progressive or people that are rock
He's not a pedal man. He gave me all his pedals recently.
Yeah, I basically gave
his
him
pedals
all
on
my
my
pedals.
pedal board.
I don't use them. I just get my tone from playing hard or soft.
I don't.
Here, and it's like, you seen the Crudes. It's like the guy comes in, you haven't?
No.
So basically it's like us, like, bass. and
Bass.
we're all here, it's like, bass, jazz bass, P-bass, music man. Then you're like, pedals. And then you just, no. You just like, that's you. He's like,
I don't know, I just kind of like the idea of having all these little boxes with these preset circuits that modify the your current
and they don't cost anything because they're all there. In
Oh yeah,
this
this
one
particular
little
yeah.
box.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So you spend $300, basically gain.
I think the
15,000.
they were mentioning like you'll have access to like their, but like
Stream go.
out like third party will third party developers can do it. It'll probably be one of those things where like third party people could develop their own algorithms and then you
It's
pay
a-
for it. So
Did your hotspot die?
oh no, I don't think so.
YouTube is numbers.
Yeah, but I mean they're both delayed. So
Oh yeah, no, it's back on. We're good.
Okay.
Anyways,
Sorry.
yeah. So you was talking.
No, I think that was them. That's all I had.
Yeah.
It was I don't know. It's just cool. Yeah, I was impressed with it. And
sure.
So that's.
I'm kind of a minimalist. Like you 50 pesos over here. I got one. Like I when I want something, I buy one thing and I make sure I get. Like when I bought the amp, I paid $1,000 for that Fender Twin Reverb that I like. This is the amp that post rock people glorify. I bought it,
Okay.
But I don't like collecting stuff. So
Okay.
like for me, this is awesome.
However, Twin Reverb is a badass amp.
Yeah.
Though. It's
To be fair, mine's the
It's
Tone
up
Master. It's
there.
not the original. It's the solid state version that they did.
Still.
Yeah, but I love it. I agree. It's great. I've been having a blast with. I love the.
It won't
the natural
break,
reverb
but
it has.
also what is it like?
Plus, it weighs
There's
33
not a
pounds.
little-
It's this big, but it weighs 33 pounds. So.
Listen, part of the charm is knowing that it could break at any time, so you just gotta run that thing. You get what I'm saying? But you have a dependable situation that's gonna give you the emulation that you want, and that's intelligent. However, I came up from a Fender Bassman 500, 300 lifestyle, and I'm just like, if one of your tubes die, then you have panic on your mind. You get what I'm saying? And you just like, I gotta change this tube. Okay. Let's get this money. And it's a thing.
I guess the thing with the digital stuff that I like is that, especially like the Twin Reverb that I have, it's got a USB input, so you can do firmware updates. So it's only going to get better. So it is what it is today. It's just going to get better.
So I said that, and then my staple bass amp is a Fender 800 Stage. So it is a solid state, and it is expandable. So my house situation is 3 10s and a 15. For what? No reason.
For fun.
yeah.
There's no reason. It's basically so that I can have a pedestal to put this 210 on, and also if I want to drum you out of the damn house,
Oh yeah.
get the
Right
hell
through
out. That's literally what I have it for. I could do with this. I could do with half of this, and I would be perfectly fine.
That ain't slamming though. I'm a big fan.
I think it's sweet.
I just like with the Tone Master too. It's got the adjustable wattage output, so you can make it a 1 watt practice amp, or all the way up to the full 85 watt output, and it's adjustable. Like for me, I live in a condo. It's just me and my wife and 1,000. So it's like sometimes I gotta keep that stuff down.
I live in an apartment, and anytime you see me, just peek behind the curtain. There's no sound in the room.
Oh
Because
yeah.
going
Most it's interface
strictly
headphones.
through interface,
Yeah.
but you see the speaker.
But sometimes
in the
so
background.
it's nice to take it off and just
Oh,
open air. Just like the headphones are so suffocating after
listen,
a while.
so
you know?
I'm at a conundrum because if I get these drums, I'm gonna have to play them.
open area.
I'm gonna have to play them. I'm sorry. That's gonna happen.
Drummer's got a drum.
We got the beat it.
Hold on to your to Goldar. In the meantime, it's fine.
Gotta beat it.
All right.
And on that note,
Did I fuck it up? I'm sorry.
excuse my language.
Is my mom gonna watch this? My mom's gonna watch it.
I already sent her a link.
She commented she's very disappointed.
God damn it. I just watched myself do it and it looks stupid. I'm sorry. Oh, man.
Hey, but thank you everyone for watching. This has been a crazy
Dang it,
experience.
man. I'm watching myself be stupid. I don't want to do this anymore.
So we're watching you do it all day. It's all good.
I'm gonna have to take this. I'm gonna go over here.
Oh, come back up.
We got him.
But seriously, thank you all for watching. That window doesn't open, Bully.
You have to get
Seriously,